Hey there, Elliot. So I wanted to show you, this was the first swing we ever did. And this was the swing. It wasn't the very last swing we did because we fixed up your setup a little bit, which I'll talk about in a second. But so before we get there, I'll just show you the impact. So the only difference here, we've talked about this and worked on it, but I put that stick in front of your knee line to encourage your right leg not to shoot out this way so much. Because the more the right side goes firing underneath you, the more you have to back away for balance. So even though this one pulled back a little bit, take a look at the difference. Right after you hit it. So it's not perfect, but you can see this one is way better on the right, because this has stayed back more. Now the other thing that we talked about at the end of the lesson was it's really not a good idea for you to be closed, because what happens is your right side gets too twisted around behind you, and when you look at it from the face-on view, that always tends to lean you to the left. So what we were just saying is, instead of tilting the head way back to the right, we just want to set up with the head in the middle. We want to get the feet square to even maybe a little open. Might even be good. And the ball a little closer to your left heel. I think when you tilt your head so far back, you almost feel too far behind it with the ball where, up on the heel, so you move it back. So I'd like to see you not tilt so much and just be centered. And then in the backswing, we're thinking in terms of width being out in this direction, and we don't really want the hands pulling back behind your head, because what happens is your right shoulder overturns and that leans you. So your upper body is leaning over top of your lower body here. So that makes it tough not to be hitting down on it. So I think you want to center yourself and maybe get a fraction closer to it, open your stance up. And then the idea is to be a little wider in the backswing, and then to the best of your ability, stay bent over. Keep your pelvis bent and try to hit with your right shoulder returning more underneath your chin in the forward swing. Like that. All right.